Hello, brethren. I want to share with you that June 8th, 2022 marks 7 months on my sabbatical. Now, that means the world to me. This is something that I have wanted in some way, fashion, or form for so many years. And last November 8th, 2021, I actually turned in my resignation, and it was almost out of nowhere. But I realize now, looking back at some of the things that I had written and what was going on, that God was preparing me for that time. So many components to this story, but I want to just stick to why I hopped on to say this. I looked at some notes that I'd written, and I don't remember, I didn't date it, so I don't remember when I wrote it, but when I saw this the other day, I thought, wow, this kind of is where I am today, and I wanted to share this with you. There are times when you are siloed that you may rest, and the rest will bring healing and recovery. That God may restore you, just to release you back in strength and power and skills and wisdom and in resources to accomplish His will in the earth through you. So, we're here on purpose. We're here for a calling in our lives. And the calling, we hear about callings, and sometimes we think there's these big platforms, and sometimes your platform is just everywhere your foot treads. And I'm a believer in that. Whether 2 people see this video or 2 million, my life is everywhere I go all the time. God is with me everywhere I place my feet. And He has already established my lot in life. And I proclaim I think it's Psalm 16:10 over my life, that the lines are falling to me in pleasant places. Yes, I have a good inheritance. And so I wanted to share this because I wanted to encourage anyone out there that whether it's sabbatical or time off, whatever it is, whatever dream you have, nothing's too small, nothing's too big. I do believe that many things we never get to experience here, not because God wouldn't allow us to, it's because we are afraid to step out, or we have all of these what ifs, and sometimes the scriptures say you have not because you ask not. And so I want to really just encourage you with that, to ask the Lord. If you're tired, sometimes, we do need to recalibrate. We need to look at our lives and hit the pause button to reset and to allow healing to occur. We're so many times so consumed and concerned about all the cares of this world, and how this is going to happen and how that's going to happen. And there are practical things, yes, that we are responsible for and to, but many of the things, at least God has shown me, that I had taken responsibility for that aren't my responsibility. So we pile extra things on ourselves sometimes when we don't need to. And so my story is my story. So I'm not telling everybody, not everyone even wants to take time off. But I needed to, and I wanted to. And I know I'm still discovering what this time will yield for me. I'm still opening treasures that I'm running into as I walk forward with the Lord. And it's beautiful, and I'm so grateful. And I simply just want to share that with you all, to not be afraid. If there's a desire in your heart, a godly desire, something that, you might even put on the back burner, and God is saying, I didn't forget, and I'm going to allow it. What's ahead for Chantel? I don't know. I don't know, but I know whatever it is, my life is in God's hands, and I honor Him. And He knows my desires. I won't share them all here, but He knows them. And I believe He placed them there, their godly desires. And so I'm living to see my life unfold in a beautiful way. Someone once spoke this over my life, and I can't even explain to you how I just knew it wasn't just words. It was like God highlighted this. And this was probably almost 30 years ago. And she said to me, it was the way she looked at me and she pointed and she said, your ladder will be greater. And that just came to me. I haven't thought about that in years, but I believe and receive that word. And my ladder being greater, I understand it. It's not just for me. It is for me to be a blessing to others. I desire that. There's so many desires I have for people outside of myself, starting with my children, that I'd love to do for them. And God knows that. And there are people that I care about, and organizations that I would love to be able to assist financially. And that's not the only way you can help places, but we know that there are things that people have need of, resources, and I would love to be a person that God could use to get needs met, to use to get people's needs met. So anyway, I didn't mean even say all that, but I'm going to trust that it was needed for those that would hear it. But God bless you. God keep you. Keep me in prayer as I move forward. I'm trusting God for everything, and I love him so, and he loves me so much more, and he loves you more than any human being could ever love you. Trust him. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord be gracious to you and lift his countenance upon you and give you his peace.